Welcome back to LearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock, the lesson is about to get started. In case you're new with this, there's a few things I'd like to show you to help you throughout the lesson. So this lesson is about reharmonization. That means we're going to take an existing song and we're going to find new chords to play over the same melody. Now, that means that you're probably going to need to already know about chords and keys and probably intervals, and probably have already several songs that you can play well enough that they actually sound like the song. But even if you can't do that, you might pick up some interesting theory bits along the way. So feel free to join us. The goal, though, is not this song. It's not about the song that we're working on. It's really about taking the concepts you like, the reharmonizations, the substitutions that you like from this lesson, and then applying them to other songs that you already know how to play. These lessons are always guided and shaped by your questions, and if you're live with us today, there's a couple different ways you can do that. One is in the public live chat, and the other is the Ask Jamin a Question button, where you can ask me a question privately, and I won't share your identity in case you're afraid that your question is stupid. But it's not. If you're in the archives, though, then just open up the survey. At the end of that, there's a place where you can ask your question. I will say I frequently get questions from students in the archives watching a lesson from 6 months ago, and I have no idea what they're talking about. So please try to be as specific as possible. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The PDF will often have additional video links inside, so you can get more in-depth instruction on each of the topics. And if you're the kind of person who likes to print out the PDF so you can make the same notes on your physical version as I'm making during the lesson, now would be the time to do that. The MP3 is just a play-along track so you can practice more after the lesson. In traditional lessons, a teacher is going to actually present some new concept for maybe 5 or 10 minutes every couple weeks. The rest of the time is going to be spent applying and refining those concepts. Well, here I'm spouting off hours of new information every week, so it's totally unreasonable to expect you to actually absorb all of that. Instead, the goal of these live lessons is for you to find some little nugget of something that makes sense, but is a bit of a challenge, and for you to go practice it, because practice is where all the improvement's going to happen. So don't feel bad if you have to leave the live lesson when you find that little thing that you're going to practice. And of course, if I'm going too fast, you can always rewind the live lessons or replay in the archives as much as you want. If these live lessons start feeling random or meandering, it's because they are, on purpose. So if you're the kind of person who wants classical training with a step-by-step method, then you're going to want to check out Kloppel Academy on the website. It's included in your live lesson subscription, so you can do both or either. And the upper levels are seriously hard work, but it's going to take you all the way from ground zero all the way up to being ready to enter any major music college as a piano major in classical or jazz. And thankfully, I think that's about all we need to cover before the lesson. So if you'd stick around afterwards and fill out the survey, I would love your feedback. But for now, let's have some fun and make some music. Welcome back to LearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? So I got to record the first part of the music video for my next single, which is called Dirty Hands Gone Mad, and I'm so excited. It was the coolest.
I'm sorry. Dirty Hands Gone Mad?
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. A while back, like a year and a half ago, I released Dirty Hands on YouTube, but this version has been very much rewritten and revamped and stuff, and so now I'm putting in parentheses on the title, Gone Mad, because it's very different. And I don't want people to go from Dirty Hands and be like, oh my gosh, she produced the song. She's like, this isn't the same song, but it is, most kinda. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's much better, but
does Gone Mad describe the redoing of the song, or like is that a part of the song now? Like, is that a subtitle? Both.
So the words Gone Mad are in the song.
Oh, okay.
But also it's kind of like a play on words.
Yeah,
that wasn't intentional, but afterwards I was like, oh,
cool.
Double meaning. Okay, anyway.
Awesome. All right, well, congratulations.
Thanks.
And then your Never Forgot.
Yeah.
Is the name of the song.
Yes, you got it. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, and so you like it's produced by the same people that did that one?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
All right. Cool.
Yay.
Well, today's lesson is Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and this is not going to be a beginner lesson, so this is like the beginner part of the lesson, but this is built on the stuff that we already did in the other lessons. So we're going to start at me playing the chords for this. We're going to zoom out so you can see all the keys, and I'm just going to show you where we're starting, and if you're not here yet, that's cool. You probably want to go back to the last lesson and then just watch that one so you can catch up to where we are now, because we're taking it from that point, which would be something like this. Yeah, with the track.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain
Can you turn it up a little bit?
high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No
Yes?
matter where you are, no matter how far
Yeah, let's go again.
down where-
Yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, a little bit louder than that. Again, one more time. Sorry.
You want me to turn it down or up?
Up, please, yeah.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain
More.
high,
More.
ain't no valley low, ain't no river
More.
wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby. Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
So that's where we're starting, and then from there we're gonna make it all crazy. So on the PDF, I just played through all of these chords here. We talked last week about if you could go to the PDF for us, that'd be cool. We talked about how like the B minor over A and A flat minor 7 and all that stuff. Oh, you want to go far tablet or whatever. Just a sec. Oh yeah, we want the tablet and the keys, the far keys. Hang on just a second, we're almost there.
Fancy schmancy.
Not it at all.
What is it? I don't know.
Goodness. This is lesson what? 664.
I can't find it. Which one is it? They're all like huge. Okay, now do you see my struggle?
Oh yeah, it's really gone. Where'd it go?
I don't know.
I,
What the heck?
I used it 10 times today. All right, we'll be right back. ready. There we go. And we're not ready for the feature of the day. Whatever. Some days go like that. All right, so once again, so then this B minor over A. If we just take this root down to A flat, that is an A flat minor 7 flat 5. We're just going to treat that whole thing like a B minor, just like we talked about we're doing in the last lesson. So the first thing we want to do is if we go to learnpianolive.com/reharm, then these are all the steps that I give you on your PDF down here. So this breaks it into like, is it melodic or bass line or chord reharmonization? But whether you're taking a look at the bottom thing here, like on the PDF, or whether you're taking a look at the page over here, the first two things we want to do are add 7s, 9s, and 6s to our chords, and then play the 5 of any chord before it. So let's go back and do that right here. Assuming that these are all B minor chords. These are all B minor right here. We just want to play like B minor 7s pretty much all the way through that. I might make a couple exceptions to that if it really conflicts, like on that one when we go to B minor over A flat. Then instead of playing a B minor with a 7 and a 9, I might alter that one to go down to there, or just play it with like a, I don't know, maybe we just play a B minor 6 in that case. So we'd have to alter some of these chords since we've got kind of a funky bass line going here. But if we just did that much, adding 7s, 9s, 7s and 9s or 6s in there, that would sound something like this. Yeah, with a track.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby, just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
So that's all those chords if we just build these chords by going B minor 7, literally putting a 7 on it. Over here, the G major 7, we already kind of discussed that a little bit last week. And then over here on this guy, these 7s are already written in on the chorus part. So G major 7, that'd be the G major. This is the 7 part of it, and then this would be the 9 part of it. So that's G major 7 with a 9, E minor 7 with a 9, F sharp minor 7 with a 9. That's going to be interesting because that's outside of the key. And then B minor with a 7 and a 9. So those were all the chords I was playing there. And at that point, we're ready to add in some 5s before chords. But that's going to get kind of messy. So what I'm going to do is on this whole first section here, I'm just going to pretend like this is all B minor and we don't have all of those bass line things, because that it kind of is what makes that song that song. So if we're going to reharm it, probably the first thing we want to do is just rip out that thing that's kind of the harmonic interest of that whole thing. It's just that bass line that goes down there. So if we rip out all of those and we just treat the whole beginning section as B minor all the way up to Ain't No Mountain High Enough, we just play B minor all the way through that. And that way we can come up with some really interesting reharmonizations and stuff. We don't have to deal with all of the weirdness of like having A flat half diminished chords and stuff like that in there. So if we just treat that like B minor 7, and then on this bottom section, I'm gonna play the major 7s, or the 7s and the 9s that we discussed. Then it would sound something like this. The first part's gonna be kind of boring, but.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide.
I guess we could do that E minor.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby, just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
So that was just B minor at the top, and then I did insert the E minors because those were kind of standalone chords as well. So the whole thing's B minor except for where you have the E minors. I'm going to treat this one like a B minor all the way through there. Get rid of these chords in here. Get rid of that chord. We've got an E there, and then we're back to B minor there. So we're taking out that and that and that. And that way we just kind of get the character of that B minor, and we're ready to reharm on that. And then this bottom part is just going to be crazy. So time to throw in some fives of chords before the chords. And that's going to be like right in here. We would go to the 5 of the E minor before we go to the E minor. So somewhere like right in here, we want to throw in the 5 of E. Now, a couple different ways to come up with the 5 of E. Probably the easiest thing is if you can already play an E minor, all you want to do is just go to literally the 5 of that chord. So that's the 1, that's the 3, that's the 5. That is the chord that you want right there, B. And technically, if you want to like make it a really convincing move, you're going to go B7. Now, this will be kind of interesting because we're on a B minor 7 over here. And so we're going to go from a B minor 7 to a B major 7 right there. So we'll go to B7 before we go to the E, and then before the B minor, we would go to the 5 of B minor. And of course, if this is a B minor, then the 5 of B minor is F sharp. So we're gonna play an F sharp right there. I'm gonna get rid of some of this ink on the page, so it's not quite so terrifying. F sharp 7 right there, and that's kind of going to be the back and forth in the verse part of that. And we'll get back to that, but I think Kendra wants to interrupt me first. Oh. Don't we usually have a sound effect too?
Oh.
Bump, 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 bump. Oh, I was gonna. Okay. You had a week off. You know, things are crazy.
What? My brain is
coronavirus. It's probably coronavirus.
I was gonna say it was like vacation mode.
Oh, okay, that too. Yeah, that's less.
But yeah, sure, COVID.
Traumatic than my computer getting the human virus. Anyway, what did you want to say, Kendra?
It's time for our feature of the day, which is the video.
It is the video of the day. Because last week when I was trying Ain't Amount High Enough, I was not proud of the product that came out at the end, which is part of the beauty of some of these lessons, because you guys get to see me screw up this stuff and see me try to work through.
I don't think you screw up as much as you think
you were not here last week. Let's recall that. So at the end of the lesson, I worked up a version of Ain't a Mountain High Enough that would have hopefully sounded like what I would have come up with in the lesson, and posted that. So if you haven't seen that yet, this is Ain't a Mountain High Enough the way that I would have liked to have done it in last week's lesson. Check it out. Oh, we all need practice sometimes. All right, so let's get back to this song and do some actual reharm of it, not just a cover of it, after this short break.
How am I supposed to know you're going on your break? Where's the free buy button? Oh, there it is.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.